It happened in public, in broad daylight, on a college campus where students expected speeches, not gunfire. Witnesses say they heard a single crack, then screaming. Within minutes, one of the most recognizable political activists in America was rushed to a hospital. He didn't survive. Tonight, we are not here to debate politics. We are here to examine a crime and the case that followed. This is the killing of Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk was in Utah for a scheduled speaking event at Utah Valley University. The event was public, advertised, and heavily attended. According to investigators, the shooting occurred while Kirk was engaging with the crowd. Chaos followed. Students ran. Security scrambled. Emergency responders arrived within minutes. Law enforcement immediately treated the scene as a targeted homicide. What mattered first was not motive, but method, where the shooter was positioned, how the weapon was used, and how someone managed to fire a fatal shot in a crowded, controlled environment. These questions would shape everything that came next. 2 days later, authorities announced an arrest. The suspect, Tyler Robinson, a 22-year-old Utah resident. At this stage, it is critical to be precise. Robinson is charged, not convicted. Under U.S. law, he is presumed innocent unless proven guilty in court. Prosecutors allege that Robinson carried out the shooting using a rifle and fled the area before being apprehended. Defense attorneys have not yet presented their full case. No trial verdict exists. What exists is an accusation and a growing body of evidence the court will eventually examine. Court filings indicate investigators are relying on multiple evidence streams: surveillance footage from the area, ballistics analysis, digital communications recovered after the arrest. Prosecutors have filed charges consistent with aggravated murder, one of the most serious classifications under Utah law. If convicted, the sentencing range could include life imprisonment without parole and potentially the death penalty. This elevates the case into what legal analysts call a capital-level prosecution. Because of the victim's public profile, the court has already taken steps to manage media exposure, jury impartiality, and courtroom access. This is not just a criminal case. It is a procedural stress test of the justice system itself. High-profile victims change everything. They amplify scrutiny, they harden public opinion, and they increase pressure on prosecutors to build airtight cases. But courts are designed to slow things down, not speed them up. This case sits at the intersection of criminal law, public safety, and due process. It raises uncomfortable questions. Can a defendant receive a fair trial when the victim is nationally known? How does the justice system separate outrage from evidence? And what happens when a courtroom becomes a national stage? These questions will follow this case for years. As of now, no verdict has been reached. No jury has spoken. What remains are facts still being tested and a legal process still unfolding. This was not a political episode. It was a criminal investigation, and the courtroom has the final word.